Well, let's get more on the COP26 summit and the focus on youth today. One school in Birmingham is using the day to get children more involved with the environment in their local community and look at what they can do to reduce air pollution on their journeys to school. Our correspondent, Priya Rai, has spent the day at the Saltley Academy in Birmingham.
Today is less about what the world leaders have to say at COP26 and it's more about what young people want to see from their leaders in order to protect the world that they're going to grow up in inevitably. Now, we're at Saltley Academy today. We've been here all day and they've got a whole plan of workshops and activities to get the kids here more interested and involved and learn more about their local environments. Now, it's in a part of Birmingham called Alum Rock, which is very congested, it's very busy, it's one of the most populated parts of the city, which is often dubbed a car city, and in all honesty, it can be quite hard to cycle around, as people here have been saying to me today. So one thing that they want to do here at Saltley is to teach kids how they can cycle to school safely, as a way of course, trying to reduce the air pollution around the school. Now, Peter Whitewood is with me. He's the head teacher. And Peter, as I say, I know you're quite keen to get more kids cycling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really important for us here, where we live, that the school is so congested at the start of the day and at the end of the day that we need to really try and work on some ways of getting some of those cars off the road. Now, my students live very close to the school. Most of them actually live within 0.8 of a kilometre, and yet still lots of my families will choose to drive their children to and from school. So it's really important here that we're just making sure that our children have the skills and have the option to cycle to school safely.
That is incredibly close to live to school. Why is it that you think there is some resistance to not driving?
I think the roads are very busy, they are very congested. I think that if you haven't grown up being confident with a bike, that you need to have those skills, which ultimately we want to teach them here. But ultimately, I need to show my parents that the school is a safe place for children to cycle to. And I know it's a little bit chicken and egg, we need less cars on the road and more bikes, but ultimately I'm just trying to do my part here to make sure the children have the skills and the options to cycle to school if they want to.
So, basically, the kids have spent the day learning to cycle safely to school. As you can see, they've been learning in the playground, but the hope is one day they can take to the roads and do it. I've got Mohsin and Rizwan with us. Mohsin, have you found it today? Do you think you'll be able to cycle to school one day soon?
Soon maybe, yeah. When Saltley prepare us for, like, as they're doing now, when they prepare us to ride the bike safely and obviously encouragingly. And I think that's a very good thing that they did, learning bike ability.
Do you think you'd feel safe cycling to school?
Not right now because of how busy the roads are. But maybe when more people begin to ride bikes, then I'd feel more comfortable.
And do you think it's something that can help improve your environment around schools and reduce the levels of air pollution? Is that something, Mohsin, that you care about?
Yes, certainly. As you said, COP26 is happening and it's more about young people and the environment. So I think it's our world and what we do with it. So I think riding bikes instead of doing carbon emissions from cars and stuff like that would be more safe for the environment.
Rizwan, how worried are you generally about your future growing up and the environment around you?
I'm extremely worried because there's so far not that much has been done, but hopefully more schools will do similar things to our school to try and help the situation.
And there is, as I said, loads has been going on here at Saltley all day, not only teaching kids to cycle, so maybe, just maybe, it's something that will go from the playground and have an impact on the school run in the not so near future.